Hey everyone, it's Hiro here. In today's video, I'm taking you along a special visit to a secret Medaka breeding facility. It's run by a good friend of mine, someone I've known since I first started keeping Medaka. He is a breeder and runs the Medaka shop too. Only a handful of people have ever been to this place. It's not open to the public. But today, I've got a special permission to show it to you on video. We'll take a look at what kinds of Medaka he keeps, and how he manages breeding and care. I'll do my best to narrate in English, even though it's not perfect. On this channel, I, Hiro, a Japanese Medaka enthusiast and aquarist, share videos about Japan's unique fish and aquariums. So if you are interested in Medaka or Japanese aquarium life, make sure to subscribe. Alright, let's get started. First up is the Gosski Type R Medaka. My friend has always loved the Gosski variety, and he's been working with strains from Shinjuku Medaka, the breeder who originally developed it. He's done selective crossing and line breeding over the years. Gosski are known for their dark, almost black, edged scales, often called blacking. They have a cool, refined look. The R in Type R stands for red. And when you see the bright red fins and head, I think you're understanding why. Next is a variety called Lewa Aurora ramen. This one was created by Jorakuan, one of the most famous Medaka breeders in Japan, who are mentioned in the previous video. What makes this variety special is the combination of sparkling ramen scales and deep red fins. The lighting here makes it hard to see, but the blue shimmer in the scales creates a striking contrast with the red. And generations go by, the red in the fins become even more vivid. It's very impressive. Here's what it looks like from the side. That reddish orange color in the fin is beautiful, right? By the way, Medaka don't actually have a red pigment source. Their red color comes from yellow pigments that fade in a way that look red. That's why Medaka red looks different from goldfish red. It's due to different kind of pigment cells. But at the rate Medaka breeding is advancing, maybe someday we will see truly bright red Medaka. Next up is a variety called Shinjuku, which means pearl in Japanese. Compared to the previous two, this one has a more elegant yellow-green body color. It looks a little different from varieties like Miyuki because of a trait called tainaiko, which gives it an inner glow from inside the body. It's simple, but really beautiful, don't you think? I think the name pearl fits its look perfectly. And here we have a Neptune Medaka. This one stands out for its heavy ramen and rich blue coloring. There is another Medaka called Safari that's similar, but Neptune has an overall more bluish look. Honestly, the two are visually pretty close, and I think a lot of people would have trouble telling them apart. With Medaka, it's common for strain names and breeder lines to get mixed up, so it's something to be mindful of. Maybe I'll cover that in another video. Let's take a quick look at how he manages his fry. As you can see in the video, he keeps them in the containers with gentle aeration. A wall setup is inside a greenhouse, which means lots of light and high temperatures. So during hot seasons, the water naturally turns green. This is called green water. While green water is usually avoided in aquariums, it can actually be really helpful for Medaka if used correctly. These containers are about 120 liters, pretty large and deep. And Medaka inserts are super healthy, as you can see. Back to the varieties. Next up is one called Gradual. This is a Medaka with a Hikari body type that I talked about in previous video. Do you remember what Hikari means? If not, check the link in the description. This type has split, frilly fins and shiny highlights in the tail membrane. Even though this one is a little older and has already laid lots of eggs, it still looks beautiful. Here's a top-down view of some Gradual fry. Can you see the shimmer and the frilly edge of the fins? If you compare them on the well-known Yokihi Medaka, you might notice the differences more clearly. Next, let's check out a super classic variety, Yokihi Medaka. Compared to other Yokihi, don't you think the red color on these is intense? There are top-grade breeding adults that he currently using. He selects for red not only on the back but also on the fins and even the belly area. People say green water helps bring out red color in Medaka. Of course, feeding color enhancing food also helps. Their body shapes are also beautiful. Just what you want in a parent Medaka. Here's how to sort his Medaka by size. Even if fry hatch at the same time, they grow at different rates. If you leave them together, the big ones may nip at the smaller ones. You might start with 100 eggs but only end up with 10 surviving. So once a larger fry hits a certain size, they get moved to the separate container. The smaller fry are scooped out gently using a salt mesh net, since they are more delicate. After sorting, they are kept in different containers based on varieties. This is the egg and fry management area. Eggs are collected on spawning mops and separated into small plastic containers by variety. He uses gentle aeration here too. In Japan, we call newborn Medaka fry hariko, and apparently it's more efficient for him to let them in small containers at this stage, especially with many varieties to manage. Once they grow enough, they are moved to the larger containers we saw earlier. And yes, those containers are also green water. If the green water is too dense, it can be harmful. But in the right balance, it produces product that makes excellent food for hariko. Alright, back to the varieties. This next one is called Raijin, named after the Japanese god of thunder. The yellow coloration and glitter might remind you of lightning. I don't know much about this variety, but I thought it looked stunning. The yellow patches are irregular, kind of like the Sarasa pattern you see in some goldfish. That makes it really interesting. Next is the Daruma Medaka, known for its ultra short body like balloon moris in the tropical fish world. The genetics behind the Daruma types are a bit complex, so I want to go into details here, but I say they appear more often when raised in high temperatures during summer. This one is the Daruma version of the Yozakura Rame Medaka. Here is a side view. If you like balloon moris, you'll probably love Daruma Medaka too. The Medaka at his facility are super friendly with people. Check out this clip. When I put my finger near the water, they swarm like piranhas. It's adorable when they get that used to you. Feeding time is a great opportunity to check their health, so getting them used to your presence is a good thing. I also filmed how he does water changes. Since he has so many containers, He used a pump and pre-treated water to change the water quickly and efficiently. He actually does full water changes, about 1 minute per container. It's impressively fast. This is what I call true craftsmanship. So that wraps up this visit to my friend Medaka breeding facility. We only covered a small part of his collection. There are still so many more varieties I'd love to show you in the future. If there was a Medaka you found interesting, or if you have any thoughts, feel free to leave a comment. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Your likes and comments really motivate me to keep making videos. See you in the next one.